So if there's anybody listening out there, we have through our digital divide podcast.com/listen-live, you can actually go ahead and listen live, which you would be doing now, or if you're in the recording, you would be hearing for the first time. There's also a chat in there. First time using this chat, so I have no idea if we're going to keep. You might notice that it's a little quiet, and it sounds more like there's just me here. That's because Josh is unable to make it today. He will be out of this episode and possibly next episode. Work has taken over his life, so he will be back shortly. No worries. Nothing's wrong with him. He's just very busy with work, so he will be back. We have plenty to talk about when he gets back, so I'm looking forward to when that happens. We already missed Josh. So today's going to be a little different. This is going to be me. I'm going to try out a couple new things. One, we're doing this live thing, which I'm not sure if people, hopefully there's people who listen to other podcasts know that sometimes certain podcasts will actually do a live session while recording, and they'll have some chat feed for real-time follow-up, or having the listeners chime in and try and throw some ideas out there. So we're just going to try something new. We might be doing this moving forward. It might be just like a one-time thing, so I guess we'll find out. We're in this journey together. Alrighty. And I actually am working on a new setup today, so I'm really excited. I just picked up a iMac 27-inch. I'm really, really happy with it so far. I literally just got it today, so I picked it up and put it together, and I am recording on it for the first time. So the screen's huge, which I'm glad I went with the 27 and not the 21.5, because I'm spoiled now and I don't ever want to come back. So today, like I said, it's just going to be me, but we're going to be focusing on something that is going to be interesting, because I am going to cold read some of the Black Friday ads, mainly because I know Josh probably gets this a lot too, but there's times when we'll have people reach out to us asking, "Hey, what here are these ads. What things should we buy for our kids?" Or, my spouse is looking for something like an iPad or a piece of technology. Is this a good deal? And as much as I'd like to say that there are plenty of ads out there that are really great, there's going to be some ads that are putting some pieces of equipment, whether it's laptops, big doorbusters for laptops that are so cheap you freak, like $250 for a laptop. There's usually a reason why it's that low, and it's not. I cannot think of a case where that has actually been a good laptop. It might be good for 2 to 3 years, but it always tends to be something that is pretty crappy, lower end, maybe 2 years ago model, running on some off-brand hardware. So I want to kind of go through that, read some Black Friday ads that have been released. So far, I didn't look at them at all. I actually haven't looked at any of them. But for this purpose, I picked out Walmart, Bestbuy, Target, Costco, because Costco tends to have some of those sales where they look good, but they're not always the best products. Amazon's actually started their sales. It will be starting their sales, I think, the 17th. So there's like a pre-Black Friday, and then they'll have some more going into it. And then I have picked up some other ads too. I found Microcenter, which is relevant to not only the area that we live in, but there are several Microcenters around the country. So it's a good place for techies to go ahead and go buy some hardware, whether it's computer parts, refurbished parts, and so forth. And it might be good for somebody just trying to get in. Maybe they were looking for the sales this Christmas or this Black Friday to pick up some parts for the first time to build their first tower. So, and then one more would be Newegg, and we'll look at that last. Newegg is again an online supercenter instead of a Microcenter, which is a store plus online website you can buy products from. Newegg is a tech website where you can buy pretty much anything nowadays, but mainly you can buy PC parts, games, consoles, and so forth. I will not be looking at any Cyber Monday ads. That's not going to happen, mainly because they haven't come out yet. I didn't want to waste my time on that, so we won't be looking at those. But there will be, I'm sure, some good ones that come out. Cyber Monday tends to be the ones where you'll have the crazy flash sales, where they'll be an hour long and you have to pick them up online. And what's really nice is that sometimes they'll extend it because they'll be like, oh, it's a 1 hour sale, and then they'll extend it for another 30 minutes, maybe because they had a lot of or didn't have a lot of people they were expecting. There's less people basically buying the product and so forth, but we will only be talking about Black Friday today. So something, a news article that I had picked up, and actually Josh so eloquently posted and sent to me, was that Prima Games, which if you were listening to earlier podcasts or episodes, I had picked up a strategy guide for Zelda for Breath of the Wild, and I was really happy about it. Well, the company that makes those strategy guides is actually shutting down. So Josh sent it to me, and of course made a joke about, I guess people don't actually buy those products. But it's kind of sad because there's generations of, or I guess my generation and maybe some of the little tail end of the generation right now, pick these up to play video games like Pokemon. One of the biggest things that I remember buying is Pokemon strategy guides, and going through those while playing alongside that, and that was a lot of fun. Plus the art and all the cool things that it at the time were like hidden items that it took a lot of work to get or were hard to find and weren't readily available on the internet. There was times where we weren't able to actually go ahead and grab this information from the internet as it is readily available now, but it's kind of nice to have those products, those strategy guides, and walk through. And if you're a completionist like me, you get to complete all the or check all the marks off of completing side quests, getting collector items within the games themselves, and so forth. But unfortunately, the company is shutting down. They're saying that it should be ending all operations by spring 2019, which is just around the corner. So they're obviously still going to have these products out on the shelves. They just won't be making any more. I'm sure I will try and look for some to pick up with other games that I haven't bought yet that are already released and have been released. But moving forward, Prima Games will not be creating their strategy guides. That's not saying there won't be any created by other companies. It's just that Prima Games will be shutting down. So that was actually just announced earlier last week, around November 9th. So a sad day for me, and maybe some other people in the industry who still actually use those. But yeah, disappointing. Let's jump right to it since we don't have to listen to Josh's side. Not that his stuff is boring and old, but let's go ahead and open up some Black Friday shopping deals and see what's good. So in the show notes, I'm going to post a website that is pretty simple to get to called bestblackfriday.com-ads. This is a website that actually will have, if, and in this case, it hasn't happened yet, but when ads are leaked, so there might be some Cyber Monday ads that haven't been printed out yet or haven't been sent out via email, the leaked ones will come on here. Somebody gets a hold of them and posts them right away. So what's nice is they will go through a lot of the ads and scan them in, so you get the full ads. You're not missing out any pieces, and it will have most of these ads are already pertinent to everybody, so there's not like a localized ad for Best Buy or Target. So you'll get the ads that everybody's looking for. So I'm going to go down the line, and I'm going to start off with a Walmart one, which I really have no idea what I'm going to get myself into right off the bat. Okay. Wow. So right off the bat, they have on their splash page, their very first title page, they have what looks to be an iPhone 6 for sale for, well, I'm not even going to read this. This is particularly through like Straight Talk Wireless, and that's, I mean, it would be $100 for an iPhone 6, but to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't recommend even picking those up at this point. They're getting really close to the end of life, as in the support for them will go away by the end of next year. or even into middle of next year during July, so I would not pick that up. But it does look like there is a Sony PS4 1 TB Slim for sale for $200, with included with a Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game bundle, which that's a pretty good deal for $200. You get your first game. Someone who doesn't have a console anymore, that's actually something interesting. I'm not going to pick this up, but I've been looking at ways to, when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, to find a PS4 I could borrow and play the game. But that's a pretty good deal for $200. Yes, it's a PS4. Yes, it's a Slim, and it's an older model. As in, we're getting to the point where the next gen will be coming out maybe within this next year, at this next E3 in the summer. But still a pretty good deal if you've been waiting around and don't really care if you're buying an older product. God, people still buy hoverboards? Yeah, I would not do that. That's just a silly thing. And only for riders up to 160 pounds. They also have 4K TVs up front, or at least one 4K TV, a Roku smart TV for $398, 65-inch. It is what model is this? TCL. Okay, so I've never bought TCL, but I heard it's relatively okay. These are one of those things where I'm not really comfortable with recommending a brand like TCL, just because I don't have the track record behind it. Or I don't have any friends, colleagues that have this. I know that it is a cheaper end of TVs. So I mean, you're making it out on a 65-inch 4K TV for $400 essentially, and you're getting a smart TV, so you can do Netflix, YouTube, all the fun stuff. So I mean, if I imagine that the picture quality isn't as amazing, and their HDR quality isn't as amazing as maybe a higher end product, so like Samsung, LG, Sony, but for that deal, I mean, $400 is $400. This might be a good TV you put in your basement to have just for the like in a multimedia area, or maybe it's a spare TV. So that's not that bad of a deal. Well, that's funny. They have side note. They have a tab here. It says come early for coffee, hot cocoa and cookies at 4 p.m. To me, 4 p.m. is not early. That's just crazy that you're wasting your time on. I hope they're referring to Thanksgiving, because if you come at 4 p.m. on Black Friday, it's kind of the end of Black Friday. But anyways, this next page, it looks like they have a Samsung soundbar that are wireless for $170. That's actually pretty good. So it comes with a subwoofer, a soundbar, and two stereo speakers, so you can basically put up some surround sound inside your living room for $170. It's Samsung. That's a pretty good deal. Samsung has some pretty good products. I don't know about soundbars, but if you're going by brand, it's probably good. I personally have a Vizio soundbar with two stereo speakers and a subwoofer, and it's fantastic. And we picked it up not on sale at Sam's Club, or I'm sure Costco would have the same thing for about $180. So that's not that bad either. But $170 and plus tax for a soundbar with two stereo speakers and a subwoofer isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got here. They have some other soundbars, like an LG one. They have a $30 soundbar from ONN. Yeah, I would not spend $30, even if it's $30. Still wouldn't spend $30 on something that. Those are the risky ones. I wouldn't do it. And then also has like another TV. They have a bunch of TVs here. Here's a Samsung it just says HD, so I'm assuming it's 1080p. I could be wrong. See, that's another thing you got to look out for. Make sure, see, this is a 720p TV, smart LED TV, but it's $200 not on sale, $178 on sale at Black Friday, but it's only 720p. At this point, there should be no reason why you're getting 720p. You should be getting 1080p if you want a good and crisp, or at least a good quality TV. the 4K is still great. You're going to be paying more. There's still not a lot of content out there that's 4K, so you're really not missing out 100%. So I would just get something that's 1080p, but do not settle for 720. Doesn't matter how cheap it is. That's going to be garbage. Here's a good one. Walmart has one 55-inch 4K Samsung TV for $398. That's a good deal. I have a Samsung 55-inch, and what version is this one? It's not the higher end of the 4K 4K TVs that they have, but it's a pretty good standard 4K for $400. So I would recommend that for the price. That's not bad. And then I guess there's a Vizio one for an extra $100. That's 60-inch 4K. I don't own any Vizio TVs, but they're pretty decent. They actually, put their name out there within the last 8 years, really, with TVs. So if you want, you can pick that up. But I really would recommend, if anything, the Samsung here, the 55 4K. You always got to look out for the HDR, though. If you look at reviews, you want to make sure that the HDR quality is really good, because that's what makes or break the 4K content. It gives you more crisp and apparent colors in the actual picture. Okay, there's a Roku Ultra for $50. Really? There's an LG Smart Blu-ray player. I don't even own a Blu-ray player anymore. I don't have any CDs. All digital. That Roku for Ultra for $48 isn't that bad. They also have like the cheapo Roku for $20, the SE. I would always make sure that you go ahead with the higher end ones, just because you get the streaming content. Oh god, they have laptops now on this next page, and curved monitors. So this is a decent HP gaming laptop. $600. 8 gigs of memory, a terabyte storage, which I bet you is a disk storage, so it's probably slow. It looks like an i5 laptop processor, so it's not the best. But I mean, I probably wouldn't get an HP laptop. I'm against HP. It's $600 is great. You're getting a good quality processor for the most part. It's the lower end. It doesn't even tell you what hertz it's at. That's a shame. Let's look really quick. So it's a quad core, so that's not that bad. I would hope in this day and age that they are putting out quad cores, because I'd be really concerned if they weren't. All right, so they also have some curved monitor. They have a Razer Chroma gaming bundle, which has... Oh, this actually isn't that bad. Synosa Chroma gaming keyboard, Abyssus Essential gaming mouse pad, and a Goliathus. Wow, those are hard words. Chroma gaming mouse pad. So they have a mouse pad, and a gaming keyboard for $95. Not bad. If you want all the RGB lifestyle. They also have some other things here, like a router. They have a Netgear AC2600 Wi-Fi router. I wouldn't pick up a router from Walmart. I wouldn't pick up any laptops, really, not even Chromebooks. They have, however, holy cow. So they have a 6th gen iPad, which is the one I actually have, for $250. But it's a 32 gig model, which again I have. That's not that bad. I'd pick that up. I don't know if that's a doorbuster, I'm assuming. So you're probably gonna want to get there early and stand in line, because that's a pretty dang good deal. I love my iPad, and $250 is not that bad. And it does, and this is this generation, the 6th gen iPad, 9.7 inch, that supports the first gen Apple Pencil, so keep that in mind. I don't really see anything else. There's Google Home Minis that are $25. I think you're probably going to see that everywhere else. You're not really going to find the different pricing between other retailers. They have the new Fitbit Versa for $150, which is usually about $200. I'm looking for the big ticket items here. Definitely not looking at phones. Oh, there's 32. I am not looking through 32 pages. I'm sure there's, wow, people still buy DVDs? $1.96. Hey, if you're feeling like you want to go nostalgic and buy some DVDs, be my guest. I'm not saying Blu-ray. I'm saying just, regular DVDs. Okay, so of course, if you're a gamer, there are always sales for games, whether they are current games or maybe 2 or 3 years old. They always go crazy and start putting them on sale. So just looking right now at Walmart's ad, I'm looking to pick up some new Switch games, and they have a list here for $35 a game for this particular group. So Xenoblade Chronicles, I kind of want to pick that up. They have Donkey Kong Country on here, Skyrim, FIFA. They have the new Destiny Forsaken expansion pack. That'll be $35. NHL 19, Tomb Raider, the new Spyro game, Black Ops. Not that bad. I'd say that's a pretty decent deal. Forza Horizons 4 is going to be $35, which is always depressing because I'm a huge Horizons fan. And seeing, as I crack up a beer, seeing those go for sale so quickly is pretty sad sometimes, but hey. And they have another setup of $25 games. Good old Luigi's Mansion for 3DS. Crash Bandicoot looks like. The new Mario Party? Is that what I see? If that's the case. Oh, that's Mario Odyssey. No, it is. No, that's not it. I was really hoping, because I know my wife and I want to pick up the Mario Party game. We're just waiting. But no, that one's not on sale. I'm sure somebody else might have. But then they also have like $17 games here. The Diablo 3, Destiny 2 for $17. Ouch. And then they have some classic games for $12. So they always have those in those bins that you can pick up. And then, of course, they have sales on the Xbox One X. $399 for the 1 terabyte for the higher end Xbox. If you want to go for the slim Xbox, you can get it for $200, which isn't that bad. They have a special buy bundle with the Nintendo Switch for Mario Kart 8 for $300. Not bad, not bad. And that's all I'm going to pull from this particular ad. So that was a Walmart ad. I definitely don't think I'm going to go through. Hopefully, maybe I'll make note and write down all the ones that I recommended and put them in the show notes. But for right now, I'm just going to fly through it. So let's go to Best Buy. All right, Doorbusters. Wonderful. So they have a Toshiba 4K for $130. Interesting. So this is an in-store only $130 for a Toshiba 43-inch 4K UHD HDR RGB. I'm just kidding. But I would be skeptical, and I would certainly look, because they're regularly only $300, but I would certainly go look for the reviews. But I mean, that's a decent, Toshiba's decent. But right next to it is a 65-inch for $600, a Samsung, which I would strongly recommend because it's the higher end MU series, and the NU series are really high quality, better crisp content, so that'll be really good. I would strongly suggest that. And then they have an LG 70-inch for $699, so $700, so not bad. Save $300 on Samsung Note 9, S9 and S9 Plus. If you go in, and it looks like Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint will honor that. They have a wonderful Dell laptop that I definitely wouldn't pick up for $400. Looks like my laptop for work. Garbage. Let's see. Surface Pro 6 for $600. that's pretty good. It's the 120 gigabyte model, 12.3 inch. Has the M3 processor, so it's not the full Intel i5 or i3, so it's a mobile still. Looks like Google Home, the home hub assistant for $100. You can get the second gen dots, the Amazon dots for $20. That's not bad at all. I would definitely recommend that. They have an Xbox One X bundle for $430. Comes with Battlefield 5, 1 terabyte. Not bad. It comes with 2 controllers, so that's not bad. Oh boy. So they have the baseline iMac 21.5 inch and the baseline MacBook Air. So the Apple 21.5 inch is $900 and the Apple MacBook Air is only $800. And these are the old Air. Like both of these are the last gen they say latest model, but the iMac is the latest model, but it's the low end, which isn't even the 4K model. But the Apple MacBook Air, which is the old MacBook Air, is $800. That's not bad, but to be quite honest with you, you should probably spend the extra dollars to get, or at that price, you can almost get a brand new Mac Mini. If you already have a keyboard and you already have a monitor, you can hook that up and you can bring that to college with you. Granted, it's not as portable. It's a little bit more portable, but not as much. But it's not that bad. But $800 for the low end, I guess it does have 8 gigs of memory, so that's not bad. But 128 flash, that's okay. If you really want to save some, it's a great laptop to begin with, but it's running on old hardware, and I would rather somebody spend just a little bit more money and get the newer one. They have a Fire Stick for $25. If you have a dumb TV like we have in our spare bedroom, $25 to hook that up. So when you have guests come over, that's a great deal. $25 is not that crazy though, because you could pretty much pick those up at eBay for the same price. Still, because it's one of the just the USB plugins, or sorry, the HDMI plugin. Definitely do not pick up a laptop that says it's $120 and it's not a Chromebook. No, thank you. Fire tablet, the 7-inch, 7th gen, which was 2017, $30. Not bad. It's not HD though. The HD, which is 8 inches, is $49 or $50. That's not bad. That was released just this year, so I would say spend the extra $20 and get that for your son, your daughter, your friends, anybody. That'll be a whole lot better for you. They have an air fryer for sale for $30. So if you're into that, some nice Sony 1000XM2 premium wireless noise canceling headphones for $200. Some more TVs, nothing exciting. They do have a nice 55-inch for $400, and then they have, if you just need one for your bedroom, a 43-inch Samsung for $277.99. So they have $30 for 2K, NBA 2K19, Assassin's Creed, the new one, FIFA new one, Madden new one, Tomb Raider. So $30 is not that bad. Again, they have, like Walmart, they have the Google Home Mini for $25. They do have, wow. Okay, so this is good. Dang it, I wish I would have done this. They have a free 3rd gen Echo Dot if you buy the Ring Video Doorbell 2. Dang it. That's so frustrating. I just picked one up, and I only got the standard Ring. I didn't get the Generation 3, but that's okay. That's a great deal. I love my Ring doorbell. It's awesome. It's a little finicky if you have the lower end one, but we didn't need anything crazy. But for $140, you're basically getting a $200 Ring device that is way better than the baseline, and you're getting a brand new 3rd gen Amazon Echo Dot, which supposedly has better speakers this time around. It's updated with some updated hardware, but that's a pretty good deal. All right, some more doorbusters, $250 Sharp See, Sharp's a good TV too. So $250 for looks like a 4K HDR TV. It's smart TV, Roku, for $250. So that's a pretty good deal. I would strongly suggest getting that if you're looking again for a middle of the tier TV to put maybe in your media room or entertainment room, maybe in the basement. I mean, heck, it could be your main driver. Have it sit in your living room. That's fine. But yeah, wow, they have a whole bunch. A whole bunch of TVs here. So what I really recommend for those who are buying TVs, if you can afford spending in the thousands, as in like above sub 1,000 or just over 1,000, the QLED screens or the OLED screens are amazing. They're going to look way better than everything that you were going to purchase previously mentioned. They will have blacker blacks. Everything will really be really crisp. You're never going to have the backlighting issue that you have with other standard LED screens. So the OLED or AMOLED or OLED screens illuminate the pixels that are needed, and anything that is supposed to be black will be turned off. So it'll look more like of a true color. So, but the reason why I say that is that they have, I'm looking, the cheapest one I can see. What is this? It looks like a Samsung. Yep, a Samsung 55-inch LED. It is a Q6F series for $1,000. So that's not bad, but you're going to be spending $1,000 for one of those one of those TVs. Now the bigger ones go for like this. Here's a 65-inch LG that is $2,599. So there's a reason why this is like 6 pages deep into the ad. So there's a bunch of TV ones here, a bunch of TV deals. Just be careful when you're looking at like the $350, $279 ones. Go ahead and Google or YouTube reviews on these things just to make sure you're getting the right product. You don't want to feel like you're making out with a deal and then turn out and find out that they're really crappy. So here's an interesting one. There's the 4K Amazon Fire Stick for $35. That is not bad, and I would rather you get that. We just talked about Walmart having one for $25. That was just the standard HD. This is 4K, so not bad. They have a pretty better. That's a much better deal. Sonos, if you like spending an arm and a leg for speakers, go ahead and do that. They're really not much on sale. They're like $50 cheaper, so still $350 for the soundbar, which is crazy. They have some more soundbars on sale here, but just a subwoofer and soundbar at Best Buy for around the same. You're looking at like $140, $150 for the Samsungs and the LGs. That Walmart white ad was not that bad for the soundbars. I would rather you go pick up them there. There's 52 pages to this thing. Oh my. There's receivers for sale. I mean, I'm terrified. All right, so if I go to the gaming side of things, they have some games for $20. Assassin's Creed. See, this is cheaper than Walmart. Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto 5, which is nuts to see that game that cheap now, even though it's like 5+ years old. Forza's on one of the $30 sales. The new Dragon Ball Z game. Games for $25. Looks like the new God of War, new Call of Duty, the World War II Call of Duty. That's not the new one. Silly. Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, Mega Man. So if you buy the Xbox Live cards at Best Buy, you can save $10 on the 3 or 6 month Live membership. So originally the 3 months like $25. This is usually what I used to do back in the day, and buy a couple of these where you can get basically a year for cheaper. So you can buy the Xbox Live Gold 3 months for $15. So you can get 6 months for $30. Xbox One controllers are $30. Same thing with the Sony PlayStation controllers. Fallout, for whatever reasons, Not on sale, but they're posting it for $60. Same thing with Red Dead. The new Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops will be $50. Switch console games, some $20. Interesting. I might be looking at this when the sale goes on, because there's been a couple games I've been wanting to pick up for the Switch. Like I said, Mario Party, and then the new one the new Super Smash Brothers. And there's just some other $15 here. So if you're looking for some games you just kind of want to pick up, I would always suggest looking at these ads. They always have some good deals every once in a while. Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition for $25. Pokemon games for 3DS, blah, blah, blah. So that's it for the Best Buy one. There's 52 pages. I just read the first couple pages. I'm sure they're great. If you're looking for like appliances, you might be able to find some better ones in there, but let's go to the next one. I know Target had the iPad deal that Walmart had, so that's not surprising, but it was the same price. Yeah, $250. Looks like we have pretty much the same things here. $150 on the Fitbit Versa. Same deals on the Switch. Some doorbusters, some crazy TVs, Samsung. $330 for the 50-inch, which I believe is cheaper than both Best Buy and relatively compared to Best Buy and Walmart. They have some good deals on TVs here. The sound bars, Walmart surprisingly has come out on top on here. I'm really surprised by that. Vizio TV, just a 1080p for $200. That's not bad. Really not impressed by this ad. I mean, when you're talking TVs, I haven't seen one particular that stands out. The Rokus are on sale for the same price. Everyone's in the same price for the iPhones, the X. Wow, that is terrible. The iPhone 10, the 8 Plus, everyone's pretty much doing the same thing. The iPads, the 6th generation, are, again, like I said, are doorbusters. So you would have to get there before they open to really maybe get a chance to get it. But you can pick that up for $250, like the Walmart ad. The pencil, however, I don't think is on sale, which is really depressing because I was hoping to pick one up. There is the last generation iWatch, or the Apple Watch, sorry, Series 3 with the GPS and cellular for $300, and then you can just get the GPS for $200. That's not a bad deal, but the Series 4 just came out, so that doesn't surprise me. That Series 3 is still going to be very good, but the Series 4 watches are bigger, have bigger screens, or at least they're more edge-to-edge, and have some more features with regards to your health that are pretty beneficial, but they're very expensive. So here's a good deal: Google Pixel 3 or Pixel 3 XL, free. That doesn't make sense. I guess you have to go in and maybe start a new line with Verizon if you have to go into the Target and you get a $200 gift card. That seems pretty insane. Let's see what it says. Guaranteed $200 Target gift card on the Google Pixel 3 or XL with purchase and activation of Verizon device payment plan. Okay, so it's just saying that you get a free $200 Target card if you buy Google Pixel 3 or 3 XL through their in the store. With usually they have like a provider there that will walk you through, similar to like Best Buy. The Fossil Q watches are being sold there too. Interesting. Those are Android Wear devices. The watches are probably the best looking ones out there. They have one for $165. Yeah. Wow. So the Amazon Echo 3, the Generation 3, will be $25, where we saw the Echo 2 Dot being $20. So that's not bad. You get the second gen Echo itself for $69, which is a pretty good deal, but I'm sure Amazon will start having better deals even on the current gen. Beats headphones, doorbell, Ring doorbell. 3 is for, which one is this? I went to Best Buy and got my Ring doorbell for $100, and this says it's the general Ring doorbell for 100, so that's not really a sale. Google Home for $79. Nobody buys those. Just kidding. Google Home Hub for, yeah, so these are all very similar. I'm not seeing anything crazy different when it comes to the games too, so I'm not seeing. See, that's boring. That's depressing. Like, if you really wanted to find like what store has the best deals, they're really the same. Kind of defeats the purpose. Same thing with like the PS4 bundle. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else more in Target, so that was pretty. There's toys and stuff, but I'm not really looking at that. I'm looking for the tech for you guys. All right, so that is Target. Costco, I'm kind of afraid to look at, to be honest with you. Costco can burn you. They could really burn you when it comes to Black Friday deals. Huh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Okay, so. Oh, it's still only $300. So I was looking at a Dell Ultra Sharp 27-inch monitor. I thought it said $70. It's $70 off. Online only. And it still comes out to be $300. But those monitors are really nice and really crisp. But $300 is still $300. Wow. See, Costco has food product as their front page. I'm not even going to look at this. I'm already deciding I'm not going to look at Comcast. At Costco. All right, there's Amazon has Black Friday, so I'm going to pop that open and see. So they have early Black Friday deals. So these are deals currently right now. Let's go to computer and accessories. This is pretty depressing. I can't see what deals that they might be having. So what I can talk about is typically Amazon will have deals when it comes to their current gen products. So I remember when I bought my Amazon Echo and Echo Dot, we got 2 dots and an Echo. An Echo and a Dot for $100 and change, because we bought the Echo for about $80 or $69.99, so it was $70, and then the Dot itself was only $25 plus tax, blah blah blah. You get to about $105. That was a great deal. I anticipate they'll do that again. I mean, they are selling the new Dot Generation 3 for $30. That's not bad, and I anticipate they'll do the new Echo as well. So the second gen itself is already good. I think it's a fantastic product. And my parents have one, my in-laws have one, we have one. So I've pretty much converted everybody in my family to have one, and they love it and use it every day. If you don't already have one, I would definitely pick up an Amazon Echo. The Google Homes are great. The only thing I have against them is that the Google Homes talk too much, and they're just always too much, and they for me don't integrate as well as Amazon does. The only downside is if you want music to play on your Echo flawlessly to the point where you can say, hey, lady in a tube, can you play this for me? You'll need Amazon Prime Music or the Unlimited for it to work. Or you can switch it to Spotify and some other providers, but you cannot use Apple Music with it. So the only way you can use Apple Music with your Echo is if you Bluetooth connect to it and then play your music from it. You can't say, hey, Blink, or hey, Lady in a Tube, can you play that, or play, Metallica 1. if you don't have an Amazon account, if Amazon Unlimited or Spotify, the premium Spotify, it won't play. So, yeah, Amazon doesn't really have any good pre-sales. That's surprising. I really don't care as much. So I would wait really for the Black Friday to see what deals they have. Maybe when we get closer after that we post this podcast episode, I'm sure they will actually have some better deals. So with that being said, we will now look at Microcenter, which I know has good deals. Alrighty, so Microcenter has some good deals on displays. So if you're a new person or somebody looking for a new display, or looking to pick up their first display before their tower that they're building, they have some good deals on some Dell monitors. They have a 27-inch IPS for $130, and that's 75 hertz. That's great. IPS monitors are beautiful, and Dell has really good monitors, and their ultra sharps are the best. But unfortunately, this isn't an ultra sharp. Let's see, quickly. They have some towers for sale, pre-built towers. MacBook Air, that's actually more expensive here. That's surprising. Graphics cards. So for those who don't understand, the current graphics card debacle is that the market is so tainted right now because of cryptocurrency. Still, the prices for graphics cards are so expensive. So they have some 1060s for $270. They have a 1070 for a whopping $419. So really not a sale, but they do have some processors for sale. They have the 7700K Intel 7700. Wow, I can't speak. Intel i7 7700K processor for $250. That's great. Pick that up. You're not going to get that big of a difference from the 800 of the new generation. This is the, if I'm not mistaken, this is KB Lake. So if you pick up the KB Lake, this is still going to blow most processors out of the water. i7 is insane. They do have under that the 8700K processor for an extra $120. So if you wanted to spend $380, you can pick that up. But both those processors are great. And then they also have the new Ryzen, or not new, sorry. They have Ryzen 7 1700K processor for $230, which is not that bad. And then they have the 1800K for $300. Some SSDs for sale. NVMe M.2 SSD for $200 for 500 gigs. That's pretty good. That's fast and very well priced. What's funny is that there's a 250 gig Evo Samsung 850 Evo SSD here for $86. I know you can pick that up on Amazon for $50, so that's not really a deal. What other things they got going here? There's some towers for sale, like actual cases, sorry. Motherboards. So, it doesn't look like these, Microcenter actually doesn't have any good deals. But what's good with Microcenter is if you're buying your PC or building your PC right now and you're buying parts, you can buy a motherboard and a CPU and get an additional I think it's just $30 off. And you have to bundle them together. But I always like looking at that because you can save an extra $30. You can spend that either to get some more RAM or maybe upgrade a part that you are spending less on. But it doesn't look like they have very many deals. I mean, you're talking change here and there, but nothing too crazy. Maybe some deals on some peripherals like Razer mice. You can pick up a Raspberry Pi Zero for $5, but usually you can do that anyways. Yeah, you're not really picking up anything crazy here. They have some 3D printers if you're looking into that. So I went to the page. I was actually curious to see what they had for the Mac products and other products, and I don't see really anything crazy. It's disappointing, to be quite honest with you. RAM's still expensive, so you're not going to be spending or saving much money. So I'm going to skip Microcenter. So it looks like really the best deals I was seeing is surprisingly between Best Buy and Walmart, which is kind of scary. Let's see if Newegg has anything, and that'll be our last one. Oh, hello. So that is interesting. One thing I didn't point out is that if you're looking to pick up some smart home devices, so like say you want to pick up a Nest thermostat, the Nest thermostats are going to be on sale, guarantee you. If you wanted to make your home more of a smart home, if you pick up a Nest thermostat, you can actually pick up the 3rd generation, the learning one. That's usually about $250 for $180. That's really good, because on top of that, then you can go ahead and Comcast will give you $100 rebate, and you can then it's basically a check that they give you, and then now you've paid a whopping total of $79.00 for a smart home device. The Nest thermostat's pretty awesome. It's very comparable to Ecobee. Ecobee has Alexa integration, but the Nest Learning thermostat is really awesome. It really will help you when you're away from home manage your temperature at your house. It's really easy to set up a schedule just like any other programmable thermostat, but the fact that you can, if you're at home and maybe the weather's changed to the point where you don't need to have the heat on or you don't need to have the air on, you can go ahead and turn it off while you're at home, or you can have even settings set up the moment you leave home. It goes into eco mode and lowers the temperature and operates within this threshold that is supposed to save you money and be better for the environment. So $179 plus the $100 Comcast rebate. It doesn't get any better than that. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. They have some Asus gaming keyboard or gaming laptop for $800 here. Newegg surprisingly will actually have some good deals. They have a brand new i5 9600K Coffee Lake 6-core i5 3.7 gigahertz for $250. That's pretty good, but I would argue just go ahead for the i7, like a last gen, and get that too. Like a 700K is probably going to be a little bit better than that. Yeah, so Newegg has a bunch of laptops that, this is where I was saying earlier that watch out for the prices. You might not be getting a good laptop, but here, there's a bunch of Acer laptops here for $780 for eighth gen i7 processor. Wow, that's pretty good, but it's a spinning disc. Oh, that's so sad. Some monitors here on sale. If you're looking to pick up like a gaming monitor or a higher quality, it does look like they have some better deals here. There's a nice MSI Optics FreeSync curved gaming monitor for which is 1080p for $180. That's a pretty good deal. BenQ peripherals for sale. Some more sales on the processors. Wow. So you can get a 2600 Ryzen 5 X 6-core 3.6 gigahertz for $180. That's good. I'd pick that up if you're into the AMD. Some motherboards. The only thing with Newegg, you're not going to get the same deal that Microcenter provides. But unfortunately, if you don't have a Microcenter near you, you have to pay for shipping, and then it gets a little high in there. So I think that's it for the Black Friday deals. I'm not going to really look at anything else, mainly because I didn't really see anything that caught my eye. I'd say probably the best deal out there right now are the iPads. They're $250 at both Walmart and Target. If you could make it to the doorbusters and be there before everyone picks those clean, I would do that. But really, I don't see anything that really caught my eye, which is depressing. There's some games that you can probably get for sale if you're really into that. The Echo Dots will be on sale, so I would pick those up. But other than that, to me, from a technology standpoint, I don't see anything that really stands out. So, that's it. Thank you for whoever was listening live. This is our first time trying it. We'll probably try it again since we have a trial with Mixler is what we're using to do the streaming live. And we have an integrated embedded chat as well on the website that if you were listening, you can go ahead and comment while we're listening. With that being said, we're going to jump into Josh's favorite segment, the rant. The only rant I have was related to the new Apple, or the recent Apple event where they unveiled in October the iPad Pros. And one of the things that they unveiled was the new Apple Pencil. So that new Apple Pencil, and I don't want to talk too much about this because I know Josh wants to make some comments about the event and Apple in general, but the new 2nd gen Apple Pencil does not work with any other previous generations of iPad Pros or the new 6th gen iPad, just a standard iPad, since it's a specially designed pencil or Apple Pencil for the new iPad Pros. This is super disappointing and depressing, mainly because I wanted to pick up the new pencil, but I can't now because it doesn't work with mine. And two, the current generation, the biggest thing I hate about it is that the charging, you have to charge it through the Thunderbolt, or not Thunderbolt, sorry, the Lightning port. And it's like plugging in your own charging cable, but you have this weird pencil just stick out the bottom of the iPad. I just think that's very odd and frustrating in my opinion. So I would I'm really kind of angry about that because I was looking forward to picking it up, and now I have to settle with the old generation. Now, it still functions really well. It's still amazing, but I was really hoping to pick up the new one. But I'm just more upset that they really closed us off from using any of the new hardware, and I'm not spending $799 to just get an iPad Pro and then additional $150, which is also more expensive to get the pencil. And then they have the Smart Keyboard Folio keyboard pad case that's even more expensive. So you're basically buying an iPad or a MacBook Air for $1,300 when you're going full in for just the low end iPad Pro. So I wish I just could use that new pencil. All right, that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for anybody that was listening live. Thanks for sticking with us. Again, we apologize that we weren't able to record at normal times and then post at normal times, but within the next couple of weeks, we'll have some different episodes that we'll be posting. This hopefully will go up probably this weekend, which if you're listening to it means it'll be up either Saturday or Sunday. On the spot calendar, 1 second, will be up on the 17th or 18th. So I'm going to try my best to get those up to you guys. And then next week we'll be recording live again. I don't know what we'll be doing. I kind of have an idea, but we'll see how that pans out.